You know that one simple and easy task that you need to do to reach your goals, but you just don't do it? It would genuinely take you at most 5 minutes to do it, and yet you just keep avoiding it for no reason. You know that it's easy. You know that you need it to reach your goals, and yet it feels so basic that you don't want to do it. I experienced that all the time, and it genuinely felt like it was messing with my head. It felt like I couldn't force myself to do this simple and easy task that genuinely took a minute. And that sucks. It messes with your head. It makes you feel ashamed and guilty. And in this video, I want to go into why this happens and what you can do to avoid it. But a little about me first. I'm Anthony, and I've been fighting procrastination for over 2 years. I've been learning about it and even helping other people along the way. And because of all the info and knowledge I've learned, I'm in the best shape I've ever been, and I've made massive progress on my YouTube channel. I've only gotten here because I've been fighting and actively working against procrastination to take action towards my goals. I want to help you do the same thing, but you got to understand why the basics are so important. The basics are what actually lend you towards your goal. That's what allows you to reach your goal. Because it's easy to do the big things, right? Imagine someone who works out. It's easy to say that you do all these supplements, like you take creatine and you also do these fancy workouts. But at the end of the day, if you're not exercising, eating, and sleeping, you're not going to do much. You can take all the supplements you want. You can do all the funky workouts and all the funky special gadgets and whizmos, but if you're not doing the basics, you're not going to make progress. That goes for any goal, not even just working out. And yet, you try to force yourself to do it, but it just doesn't happen. It's not going. Because it's honestly easier to do the advanced stuff, the hard stuff that gets you all this clout in public, rather than doing the simple basics. The reason why it's so hard for you, I want to tell you a story about my workout journey. I've worked out for 2 years, and a year and a half ago, I was much skinnier than I am now. Again, imagine working for a year and a half just to look like you have a runner's physique, like you maybe run long distance every now and then. Yeah, I was fit, don't get me wrong, but I still felt skinny. The original goal of my workout journey was so that I could get big and jacked. But even though I was consistent, I was working out at least 4 days a week, I wasn't increasing the weight. And for those who don't know, progressive overload is when you increase the weight week to week. So one week I might do 30 pounds, the next week I might do 35. And that's how you build muscle. You're forcing your muscle to grow because of the increased stress and tension. I wasn't doing that. I was extremely consistent. I was eating well. I was sleeping well. But that one basic thing that I just didn't move the weight pin down every week, that is what held me back. It's an extremely basic and simple thing that honestly, I wish I could go back in time and slap myself in the face, because it was such an easy thing that I could have made so much more progress. Fast forward, a year and a half after working out for all that time and looking like barely anything has changed, I moved towns and I met my best friend, and it just so happens that he works out as well. I started joining the same gym as him, and the moment I started working out with him, I made so much more progress. I mentioned this picture earlier, but look at this. Compared to me previously, I looked huge. I've only gotten here because he's been forcing me to improve. I've been forced to increase the weight. And do you know what the difference was? The difference between me now and me then? It's accountability. Accountability is why you avoid this easy stuff. It's because the public, people usually don't care about the basic things, the small things that are actually what let you reach your goal. As I mentioned earlier, your goal is to get as much accountability as possible. Accountability is essentially just positive judgment. People are judging you, but it's so that you can get better and improve. And there's really two main methods to do this. You can either get an accountability partner or you use social media. I do both. For accountability partners, all you gotta do is just talk to people. You gotta ask and actually let people know that you want to do something with them. The gym is an easy example, but even on YouTube, some guy reached out to me, and for 6 months, or even, no, not 6 months, probably like 3 months or 4 months, we've been calling each other weekly, and I've made so many new discoveries and even improvements in my YouTube channel just because I talked to him. You know, accountability works both ways as well. You're helping out another person while you're getting help as well. And social media posts, this is what I'm doing if you couldn't tell. Yes, I am helping you with procrastination, and yes, I do help others. But it's helping me as well. Whenever I tell you that I'm consistent in the gym or that I upload videos every single day for over the past year, it's easy for me to say that, but it's hard to do. But now I'm forced to do those things because either I do them and I'm actually truthful, or I'm a liar, and a very public liar at that. I'm forced to do the things I tell you because if not, then I'm just a straight up liar. Social media works very well because so many more people see it, but accountability partners also work well because usually it's either a friend or someone you know very closely, and so their opinion matters more. That judgment increases, so it affects you more. No matter what kind of accountability you want, you still need it no matter what. Those basics are so crucial that I'd honestly recommend you to invest in this. Invest into the basics and actually getting accountability from at least something. It doesn't matter, but find a way to get accountability. And I promise you, all that simple stuff that you just can't seem to do right now, it'll feel like butter when you're done with it. And if you want my personal help with this, I do procrastination coaching. I've already helped multiple people with procrastination. And if you want my help, click the link in the description to get your free consultation.